What's up, guys? Victor and Lachlan, Unclenched.com.
What's up?
Episode 19 of the Unclenched podcast. We got our handlers, man.
It's Merry Christmas.
It's Christmas. Be very careful. Don't activate it because it doesn't turn off for like 6 minutes.
And then it's got that disgusting, sickly jingle bells.
Yeah, let's see if I can get it going. Actually,
Don't. Oh.
You can't turn it off. Right, it's not turning off.
How do you get it to go?
Don't.
I'm putting it down. But Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I'm gonna get a beer going from Dick Guy.
While that goes on in the background, open these up.
Oh, you said don't break it.
Furphy, is it broken?
Nah.
Wouldn't bother me. Oh, thanks, man.
There you go.
Furphy refreshing ale.
Ever had a furf before?
No.
Missing out, mate.
That's gonna sound horrible on the audio. Just yeah. So it's the 23rd today. So tomorrow is Christmas Eve, which is when this podcast is airing.
No, this is live.
Yeah, live podcast because we have that budget. We got a little wreath here that fell off the front door, so I thought we'd use it as like a center ornament. And then we got reindeer and a Santa Claus.
So there's a Santa Claus up there as well. Nice.
This is actually the new podcast set. We have actually recorded in this section. So
Used to be over there.
It used to be over there, but we moved it so we can move all the desks around. There's lots changed in the office in the last 5-6 months.
Do you actually think it's bigger?
Oh yeah,
leaving the table here because I know with this.
Hell yeah, because the desk used to be where we are.
Yeah, and so people don't realize what we're looking at right now is about 2 computers, 4 different monitors, big ass chairs as well.
Yeah, big gaming chairs, bunch of consoles. There's a lot of stuff. Bookcase there. Posters, heaps of trophies and gameplay. So we moved the thing over here, and the reason why it's space saving is because you can barely get through the door.
Yes,
so we actually utilising the whole space. Anyway, so this is the first time with the podcast we're using this light too, which you haven't been a part of, and this is just an outdoor light because all our podcasts are pretty dull. And
it's pretty bright.
Next year, I'm actually we're going to start using 3 cameras for podcasts.
So 1 in the middle, 2 on each side.
So we'll have our normal one, then we'll have one there, and they'll capture different angles.
Do we all look at a different camera while we're talking?
No, we talk.
How weird would that be?
Yeah, left side, right side. Yeah. So look, we're getting better and better, but we thought, absolutely. We thought it was important to do this podcast. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Almost Christmas.
Yeah.
To a good year, actually.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's been a good year in life. You know, a few downs.
There's been a few downs.
Downs like every year, but a good year. Everybody's been, making strides basically.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Especially Unclenched. Unclenched has gotten good numbers this year.
Well, we said this in the 1 year podcast with Jeff, you and myself, where we first started in your first house, it was. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but like compared to what it was, compared to like the podcast now and the podcast set and the instruments and everything that we're using, it's grown
slowly but surely, and we're just working with what we have, space wise, tool wise, especially with the space. Really,
the space is
the biggest
key.
thing. And this is a good setup now. We've even got room here. You know what I mean?
That's true.
There's still room for
we didn't really have room before. The room was kind of over here, and that's about it.
Yeah, and if you have to, we could easily put another desk in here for sure. But we're probably going to be here for another 6 months to a year. So we'll have to make use of the space while we have it.
Yeah, it's good right now.
Yeah, it's good. And I just set up the Vive as well, which is something you just noticed. So
I was talking to you about it before, but I thought I should save my questions. Yeah, so you just got a Vive.
So what he noticed actually first was I had this weird box over there, and I was like, that's a Vive camera. So there's one over there, and there's one over there in the other corner of the room. And basically they look at each other, and they give you the space. So it tells all the games that you're playing, this is how much space they have. And then you get a controller, and you go around the actual play area.
So you're actually measuring the distance of the walls.
Yeah. And then you go around and actually measure the play area, and it tells you, and then in the game it shows you the box.
That is so good.
So the PSVR, for the price that it is, awesome product. Yeah. Great product, but the Vive for that extra, quite a bit more.
So for the price, so it did come with the cameras and stuff like that?
Came with 2 cameras, it came with 2 controllers, it came with the headset, everything you need to hook it up, of course, little bits and bobs, the wall mounts, which I don't have. These stands I already had, which are lucky, but otherwise you just mount them to the wall. Whereas when you buy a PSVR, you don't get the camera, you don't get the Move controllers. So basically, it's only a few $100 more expensive for the whole package.
That's pretty good, actually.
It's really good.
In the long run, and it's better anyway.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. But you're not into VR much. I think you should give it a go this year sometime, or next year.
It's probably because so when I got my phone, the S7, it came with the Oculus,
the
Samsung, whatever it was, and honestly, that was kind of cool. But every time I played it, I felt sick.
Yeah.
But I have used it in here with the PSVR, and it was awesome.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Used it. I don't know what game it was. It was just like some flying simulator thing.
Oh, yeah, right. So basically, and the way it works with me personally is it's mainly the things where you actually are flying, where you feel dizzy, because you're actually not on the floor. But I was playing ping pong today with the Vive.
That's awesome.
And it was awesome. Like you set the height of the ping pong table, you play online, you play against the bot. It's hard. It's really hard.
Oh, so you can play against other people with the Vive, like online.
Yeah, and same with the PSVR.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was just a one-person thing.
Yeah, so with Eagle Flight, for example, Jeff could bring over his PSVR and his PlayStation. We could play together.
That's
if we
awesome.
both have the
That's
game.
pretty cool.
Yeah, you can't do it in like Skyrim, but if the game allows for multiplayer, then absolutely. So I'm looking. So I got a VR so that we can play it next year. But it's just games like archery. That I want to play. I don't really want to play horror games. I do, but not by myself.
Yeah. No, you want to film the reactions of other people. That's why it was good watching Resident Evil with you and Jeff doing that.
Which ended this year. Did you watch the top 10 video yet?
No, I never have.
Well, it comes out next week. So I made a top 10 video of the top 10 moments for Unclenched for the year. Just little things like the bit in the Ninja Showdown where we did that battle.
That battle. No, I did actually watch it. That's right. Yeah.
Just certain things like that, like really funny moments or big things like...
so we went to PAX. And
PAX.
Well,
I'm not going to spoil anything else, but it's a short 2-minute video, so that'll come out next week. The videos are going to keep coming out. We've been releasing 3 or 4 a week, which is pretty good for us, pretty steadily for the last few months.
Yeah.
Now that we've got an extra member as well, it just fleshes out the content a bit more.
Makes it easier.
So we're probably pretty set for a while. As long as you all come over once a month.
Oh yeah.
No, seriously. So like Mads comes over, you come over, Jeff comes over once a month. That's a month of content, easy. Especially when we record like 5-6 episodes in one sitting, So, yeah.
Well, that's what we plan on doing anyway, because someone's going away pretty soon.
Yeah. I'm actually going to America for the whole of February. So, it's actually sort of...
So good.
Yeah, so it's actually...
So jealous.
And, well, this guy here's actually travelled Japan for how many? 2 months?
Yeah, I was in Japan for 2 months.
Yeah, and so it's like, that's sort of the trip that I was always envious, because we went for a week and a half to Japan. And Japan's not enough.
Yeah, no, that's when we were planning the trip. We were like, we just want to spend so much time there. So, my girlfriend ended up quitting her job so as we could go there for 2 months. So it's definitely worth it.
I quit as well. Daisy can't quit her job, but I left my home job, not my home job, my main job, and now I'm working on Unclenched a bit more, making things a bit more polished. Once we get back from America, though, I'll probably go back into the workforce, depending on how Unclenched is going. But it's just weird. Like, so a lot of YouTubers actually don't talk about the revenue they make, but
no, they don't.
I made a PUBG guide and it earned $20. And it's still earning money, and that's one video of ours that did well.
I actually noticed. So on one of the comments on that video was basically like, "Can you just do a PUBG guide for Xbox on everything?
Yeah,
don't just do a particular part. Literally do everything."
I saw that,
and if you had done it earlier, it would have been good, because I looked at that, and when I first started playing PUBG on Xbox, I was like, "Oh my god, I have no idea what I'm doing."
I'm sure they're out there.
They would be, yeah.
You just got to find them, sort of. Yeah. But yeah, so that's just, we earn $20 from that one video. That's not a lot of money, but once we start consistently doing stuff like that, we'll eventually be able to do it full time. That's a long time away, though.
But I think people see YouTube channels where you might have a couple thousand subscribers, and they're like, "Oh, they must be doing really good. They must be earning money."
Yeah.
Not the case.
Not the case, because, an example that I always use for subscribers is Yub, okay? YUB. Check him out. He's a pretty funny guy. He's sort of doing his own cool thing, does a lot of videos every day. He's a great guy. I watch all his videos. When I first started doing YouTube, he was on about 2,000 subs, and then I stopped, and then 7 months later, I came back on YouTube saw what he was up to, and he was up to 100,000 subscribers.
It can change so quickly.
Yeah, and he's got like 180,000 subscribers now. I don't know off the top of my head, it's been a while I checked, but he only gets, you know, anywhere from 5 to 20 to 30,000 views. So I'm not sure, he probably gets more than that on a lot of his videos, but it just goes to show you that you might have 200,000 subscribers, but not all of them are tuning in every week.
Well,
so
it's the same with a lot of social media. Like, you might have 50,000 followers, and you post a picture or a post or something like that. You get 1,000 likes or 1,000 comments.
Yeah, exactly. So we might have over 2,000 subscribers, but really there's only a small portion of people viewing them. And, you know, we do a lot of promotions and stuff like that, and a lot of networking, and we get the views out. We do a few ad campaigns as well. Yeah, it's, you know, we're trying. You know, it's a lot of noise.
It takes time.
Yeah, and hopefully now that we have the Vive, the PSVR, 2 really good computers, you know, I plan to get another PlayStation next year because mine's shitting out. I plan, you know, get an Xbox One X.
I'm going to get another Xbox.
Yeah, so, like, we're getting more, you know, I've got 2 Xboxes here and a PlayStation. The guys always have to bring over one of their consoles whenever we record 2 things, but I've got 2 awesome computers. So now that we're getting everything, we should be able to start getting a lot more views. But I look at a lot of smaller channels that have been doing it for longer than us, and they post a video every day, and they have like 1 view, and it's like, how do you get the motivation to post every day?
Because I'll come across channels as well where it's, you know, I've seen the similar thing where people post, you know, 1 video a day, sometimes even 2 videos a day, and I don't watch it because I'm like, you're almost putting out too much content. I like to actually wait and see the next thing. So I'll take slow-mo guys, for example. Like, it drives me up the wall because they don't post regularly.
Post enough,
But then I get so excited when another video comes out.
And then you go to Let's Play, they post 1 a day. And that's easy to keep a track of because you're not going to want to watch all of them, because some of them are Destiny, and I don't like Destiny, you would, so you might watch Destiny. So there's a mixture. And so that's what we're trying to do. We know we can't please everybody, but we've got tabletop nights, VR stuff, normal gaming, PUBG. We've got a mix.
Still doing the indie games, still doing
like reviews and guides.
Game of the Year games and stuff like
that. It's hard. It's hard. You know, we haven't found a niche yet. That's the problem. And the things that work really well for us are guides, but they're real luck-based.
Yeah.
So, anyway, what was your game of the year? Did you have one?
Oh, for me, it was probably, and I think a lot of people, the same game, Horizon.
Yeah, I was thinking you might like that one.
It was just so new to me because, I've never cared for those kind of games before. And I know everyone was like, this game hasn't really done anything new. It's just kind of, they've just mastered it. But for me, it was a new game. So it was probably my favourite game.
And it's actually a game I missed, even though I love those type of games. But that's what PlayStation 4 exclusives are like, man. They're the best exclusives. Yeah. And we're both originally Xbox players. You still are, mainly.
Yeah.
But PlayStation consistently have the best exclusives, hands down.
Well, that's why I had to go out on, you go out and buy every console now because
you have to.
You're always going to like games.
Steam box. No.
Yeah.
You know, the Ouya, or whatever it's called. No. Every console.
All right, I draw the line at every console. Every mainstream console.
Yeah, we still don't have a Switch. Just because all the games that come out for that are like 60-hour games. It's like, I don't have the time for that shit.
No.
You know, like one of my favorite games is Assassin's Creed, one of my favorite series. I got Origins recently and I played like 2 hours of it. I haven't been able to go back yet. Because I'm about to go away for a week.
Oh, yeah.
And then I come back and we've got to record.
We've got to record heaps of stuff.
And so I'm going to be editing and then, I can't even imagine what it's going to be like to do a month of videos, because you have to do the month of videos and then you also have to do the month that you're actually in. So you're releasing them, but you're also recording for them as well.
Of that, actually.
So you're recording 2 months of footage in one month. And I'll fill it in with lots of reviews and stuff like that. And then, we'll keep releasing a bit of stuff. So... yeah, I'm pretty sure February's going to be a pretty quiet month.
Yeah.
It's not going to... there'll be like probably 2 videos a week, if that. I'm pretty confident.
I think we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll be alright.
It shouldn't be too bad.
But America for a month. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
We haven't even booked anything yet, just the flights. Yeah, we've still got a month and we haven't booked anything yet.
So I'm one of those people that... and my girlfriend hates this, so I'm happy to book tickets somewhere and just go and just see what happens. So
I like doing that too.
When I went to New Zealand with a mate, we just booked tickets, flew there, got a car, and just
We were living together at that stage.
Yeah, I
I'm
just
sure,
went around and like hadn't booked any accommodation or anything. Japan wasn't really one of those places you could do that because the accommodation fills up really
And then
quickly.
you've got to make sure you have the train passes, and
stuff
if you're
like
going to
that.
Universal, which you guys didn't, you got to have the express passes and
Yeah.
stuff. That was one thing that, say, your partner recommended to me. She's like, get the express passes, otherwise you'll be waiting a lot.
when we walked into Universal, there was just a massive line, and then the line
Yeah,
for I think it was the Harry Potter ride was like 3 hours, and because we didn't have the express pass, it was like, no, I'm not going on it. I'm not waiting in line.
It was all good. All good. And we're actually doing that in America. We're going to Universal.
you're
We're
gonna
going to
go
go to Hogwarts. Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm a Slytherin. And everywhere I go with my keys, I have a little Slytherin that's on the back says Universal Japan.
Yeah.
So I want to get that exact same badge, keychain, but with America, Universal America.
That's cool.
So that'll be cool to have the collection. That chair's getting on the camera. I can just see it.
Yeah. Should I move it?
Yeah. Just go tip it.
You're gonna have to keep talking
Yeah.
while
So, as you can see, so my apologies for that chair being in the way. Perfect. Nailed it. And that's another thing with
back.
space restrictions. So, yeah, so my game of the year, it wasn't PUBG. It was not PUBG. That's the game I played the most this year. PUBG, hands down. I put about 90 hours into it, which isn't a lot compared to Mads, for example, who put in like 300, 400 hours.
So many, yeah. I love how we pointed at Mads, like, because that's his kind of
his-
station there, yeah.
Yeah. My favorite game of the year was probably Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, mainly because I didn't actually play that many new games this year. We play a lot of games for Unclenched, but that was probably the game that I probably sat down with. Me and Jeff played it through on crushing difficulty, skipped the whole story. Then I went back and played it again and got all the trophies.
Oh my god! So you would have spent a lot of time on it.
Yeah, so the second time I actually watched all the cutscenes. I love any Uncharted games. I do want to get Horizon though. They just released the Game of the Year edition. So.
Actually, that being said, so you were like, you liked games where you hadn't spent that much time on it. The most amount of time I spent on a game this year was probably Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Oh yeah. That's a good game.
Because I just wanted to
It's a good
100% it, yeah.
Did you end up doing it?
No.
They're huge
And I
games.
still want to do it as well, but every time I put it in, I get carried away with just cruising around and just doing stuff.
That's probably the biggest Assassin's Creed. I don't know, maybe Origins is a bit bigger.
Yeah.
But Black Flag, huge. Syndicate's one of my favorite Assassin's Creed games.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, easy to 100% that one. Yeah. So I didn't do a lot of 100%ing this year. Even though me and Jeff started Trophy Case, which is a series where we talk about trophies. And then, look, I know we keep talking about ourselves, but I think because it's the last podcast of the year and we don't really do that many. We do a lot of series where we start, like, fucking weird, for example.
Oh, that's right. We haven't done one of those for a while.
It's because I struggled really hard to find weird games that were new to play.
It was easy to find weird games to begin with, but you kind of just did those top 5, and then it's like, well,
yeah, and then I was
what?
like, I don't know. So, that's a series that died. Trophy Case series that died. I almost cut the plug a few times on Vids for Kids.
Yeah, I can imagine you wanting to do that just because, it's not necessarily content that we don't want to make. I do like making the content, but sometimes it can be not us.
Yeah, it's basically because we put on a facade where we're like, hey, we're not swearing. We still, like, when me and Jeff did Lego Harry Potter, we've done 2 different recording sessions of it, and we've done about 6 episodes. It was us for the main part without the swearing, because we've done a few videos where we haven't sworn.
It's not hard to just do a video without swearing, but when you're playing games, you just get used to doing it sometimes.
Yeah. And the other reason I wanted to sort of get rid of it is because it's a niche market as well. It's not broad, and we're not playing any new games as well. So it might be a bit better if we were doing Vids for Kids, the latest Lego game.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm going to talk to Jeff a bit more, see how he feels, because he's the one with the kid. And I was actually at a...
Do you know if his kid actually watched any of it?
I don't know. But I was at a restaurant the other day with an ex-coworker for her birthday, and her kids actually watch them.
Oh, really?
And they like, I want to be in one. I want to be in an episode. Can I please these players? Yeah, maybe. Not going to happen.
No, not
because I don't want to put their faces on the internet. No. You know, it's a weird place.
That opens up
you guys are really weird. So.
Yeah, you are.
But it's like that sort of made me want to keep doing it. I don't know. I don't know. It's just I don't want to like get a subscriber from a PUBG video where we've said F this, F that, and then the next day on his subscription feed is Vids for Kids.
Well,
unsubscribe.
What's the other thing when a kid is watching Vids for Kids? Does it not play our next videos?
It will.
Yeah. That's could be the other problem as well. So you almost need parental supervision behind it when they're sitting there watching it.
So the best way, if you're a parent and you're watching this, best way for them to watch our content is to go to unclenched.com
the
and
website.
then go to the Vids for Kids section, because that way they actually have to go to the next Vids for Kids page. But I've got to talk to Jeff about it. We'll see if we keep doing it in 2018.
We'll see.
So what are you doing for Christmas?
Same as usual, man. Just lunch with the grandparents, family, stuff like that, and see the girlfriend's family that night.
You've only got the two families.
Yeah, so it would be like my
easy,
family, on the lunch, and it's always lunch. It's always been Christmas lunch for as long as I remember, and then girlfriends.
When are you guys going to merge?
What, have all families together?
Yeah. You guys have been together for a long time, man.
I don't know. Well, her family's about to expand. Her brother...
Ah, yes.
Not her brother is pregnant.
Yeah.
Their family is pregnant.
Yeah.
And they're due in like 2 weeks, so...
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
This
Christmas
will be the last
miracle.
This will be the last Christmas there's the few of us. It's going to be a new addition.
So, like, I don't understand. How many people are there on the girlfriend's side that go to the Christmas?
It's only... so my girlfriend, her mum, brother, and sister-in-law. There's not many of us.
I don't understand why you don't just merge it into one day. Like, why does there have to be such... Anyway, maybe it's a bit too personal. I won't go there, but that's something that...
honestly, it's something I've never actually thought of.
It's something a lot of families don't actually do. I actually always find it really weird when a family brings all their family together. And Daisy, my partner, her family used to be like that. And they still sort of are. But on the eve, we go up to Narre Warren, Nazawaza, and we do like a family friends and family Christmas. This is my third one with them. And then like Santa comes out at the end, and he's just one of the uncles, and all the kids like cry, like they're so scared. They're like, "It's Santa!" Because all this whole month, all this lead up, like they're constantly being told, stop doing that, otherwise Santa won't give you a gift.
I miss that feeling of being overwhelmingly excited about Santa.
I never believed in him.
Not even when you were like ages 0 to 6?
I never believed in him.
It's pretty good.
I always ask people, when did you find out that Santa wasn't real? Do you remember?
Oh, wow.
Do you remember the moment where you were like, I know he's not real now?
It would have been very young. I don't have a specific memory. I think it was when my parents bought me something really big, and I was like, that would be literally impossible for him to carry. And I was like, this is ridiculous.
That's the magic of Santa. This was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, that was literally last Christmas.
They bought me a car, you know.
That's impossible. Oh, he drove it here from the North Pole.
Because like Daisy remembers like when she believed in stopped believing in Santa, but then she got reconvinced of it or something like that. Like
when she was 18.
yeah. I convinced her this year. I was like, all the gifts.
I'm Santa Claus now.
Yeah, but now they've got the elf on the shelf thing. Have you seen that?
No.
So basically, there's this little elf. It's like a little tiny doll, and he's got like a red hat, and what the parents do is every morning they wake up before the kids, and now the elf is doing a different task. So one day he'll be in the Christmas tree, and then the next day he'll move somewhere, and once a day he moves to a different spot, and then Christmas Eve he disappears.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's cool.
I can't wait to have a kid just so I can do that sort of shit.
Yeah, just mess with their minds.
Yeah, and then the kids can't touch it and stuff. So like. The elf, I think I don't know. I don't think it's Buddy because that's the movie.
Yeah.
He'll do different tasks every day, and like sometimes he'll hide and stuff. And like I've seen posts on Reddit where Elf on the Shelf went in the oven and we forgot to remove him when we cooked, and like he was melted. I've seen a few posts like that.
That'd be me. He's just sitting in the fry pan burning away.
Yeah.
Sick.
This year's going to be the first Christmas where I actually leave. So I'm actually leaving.
Right. You're going up into Queensland.
Yeah, I'm leaving the bottom of Australia for you American viewers, going all the way to the top, which is actually more expensive than like a trip to Thailand, for example.
Well, my sister used to live in Darwin. So from where we are in Victoria to Darwin, it's about a 4.5 hour flight.
And it's in the middle of Australia, right at the top.
It's actually cheaper for me to fly internationally to, let's say, New Zealand or possibly like very tip of Southeast Asia than it was to Darwin. and Darwin's still in Australia.
Yeah. It's
ridiculous.
crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, it's like it's cheaper to go to there, which is actually further away than Darwin, basically.
That being said, though, as well, I've spoken to a few American friends of mine, and it's like really expensive for them to fly state to state in America than it is internationally.
No.
Yeah, are you going to be flying state to state anywhere? Or?
We're going from so we land in LA and then we bus to San Fran, then we bus to Las Vegas.
Getting a Greyhound bus?
I don't know.
I did a Vegas bus to LA, I think.
When did you go to America?
Oh, it was 10 years ago.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And then we're going from Las Vegas all the way to New Orleans.
Oh, yeah.
Then we're going to Orlando. And we're going to
that's where you're going to uni.
Yeah, and then we're going to Miami.
Nice.
For like 2 nights, just to chill.
Relax in Miami.
And then we're going to go all the way to New York. So we're doing like 4 flights probably.
That's a big trip.
We'll see. We haven't booked any of it.
You'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
You should probably get there.
We got a decent budget put aside for it, so I'm sure we'll manage, even if we have to like get abducted and you'll never see us again. Unclenched, rest in peace.
I own Unclenched now.
Yeah, I should probably give you guys the passwords just in case I get shot in Las Vegas.
Do you have a will?
I don't.
Feel free to put my name down for everything.
If Daisy dies and I die, I'm assuming it would all go to my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would, yeah.
And he would love all this. He doesn't play any video games.
He'd sell it all straight away.
My brother's the type of guy, right? He has an Xbox 360. I'm not sure if he has the latest console yet. I've been talking to him for a few weeks. But he's been playing Fight Night Round 4 and Fight Night Champion since they came out.
No.
And he'll do it on the hardest difficulty and just can't even... He won't even cup a punch. He'll dodge the whole time. And he'll let them like punch him sometimes, so he's a little bit dazed, and he'll still win. Hardest difficulty.
Why? Why does he keep playing it though?
Can EA just release another boxing game? They haven't since Fight Night Champion, which was like 10 years ago. Something ridiculous.
Wait, just straight... Do EA do the UFC game?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he doesn't like UFC. He likes boxing.
Yeah.
Like, let me look at Fight Night Champion here. So, and it's the same like with Alan Wake. Like, he loves Alan Wake.
Oh, have you... I really liked Alan Wake.
I never really got into it.
It was a good game.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
So he just plays the same games over and over again. He's like,
but Alan Wake is not the game you can keep playing.
No, it's not really.
No.
So it came out in 2011, Fight Night Champion. And he's just like, I will buy a new console when EA or anyone else release a boxing game. Boxing grosses way more money than the UFC. Every game, like Mayweather versus what's his face, Conor McGregor,
that UFC guy.
Yeah, the UFC guy. How much? That was boxing. How much money was that fight worth? All these big titles go around the world. We don't hear about UFC. Who's the UFC champion? I don't know. But if there's a boxing match going on, like when that Aussie guy beat Pacquiao or whatever, everybody heard about it.
Yeah,
it's like EA released Fight Night and a new Skate 4.
Just for Victor's brother. Don't do it for anyone
else. I
else.
want the Skate 4.
Oh, okay.
And I don't even care if you buy EA releases Fight Night 5, okay? You install the game and then you have to get microtransactions to buy the gloves to fight. I will buy those microtransaction gloves.
So I'm guessing you haven't got Battlefront?
No. But I would actually do that. I would happily pay $120 for a Fight Night game because they just will not release. I actually like the fighting games too.
I'm pretty sure EA will listen to this as well.
Take
that advice
I will at you on fucking Twitter.
Yeah. For when we leech this.
Yeah,
when we post this, tag them.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
That was an extreme rage at the end there about Fight Night.
Please.
I feel like we had more to talk about. I feel like we should just end it there.
Yeah,
Fight Night.
Absolutely. So that was 2017.
Cheers.
See ya.
I'm coming home.